George wants you to know that he is an amazing test taker, exam taker. So if you have a highly technical test, because here's the beauty of here at the Milky Way economy, we spend a lot of time doing nerd shit. And so typically I try not to curse, but in this moment, nerd shit is nerd shit. And so I don't even know what GARP stands for, but George is always like, yo, I'm about to go GARP this exam. I'm like, I don't even know what that stands. What does GARP stand for, George?
Global Association of Risk Professionals.
Yeah, I don't even know what they do. But if you're in a risky business, you could go to the GARP and be like, yo, risky me, de-risk me.
Right. It's not about necessarily de-risking. It's about understanding risks, understanding the different ways they impact your business. They can come to you from the financial side. They can come to you from an operational standpoint. They can come based on the way that your investors are changing, that your stakeholders' demands are changing, right? So this might be with respect to ESG or something like that. Environmental, social, and good governance. So yeah, those are different, just a handful of the risks that the GARP looks at. And so GARP professionals take an exam, take actually 2 exams, and they use those to become certified. They become chartered as risk professionals, and then they have continuing education requirements. So they're staying up on best risk practices, best risk protocols, the latest articles in the space. So geek stuff. I'll use a different S word. So geek stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Nerd shit. I agree. You can accept, decline, transfer, or mitigate risk. So you can also do your own research, particularly if you're thinking about making some sort of investment. You should definitely do your own research, because at the end of the day, it's what are your risks? First off, super, particularly for what we talk about in crowd investing, startups are just super risky to begin with. 95% failure rate, unless you're in a restaurant business, in which case it's like 98% failure rate. Very slim margins also for restaurant. You're talking like 5 to 7%.
It's all in the alcohol.
Yeah, it's all in the alcohol. And so you just need to, if you don't know your risk, you don't know your risk, and you don't know what you're about to gamble or roll your life savings on. So there's actually a lot of areas for risk professionals, particularly in investment crowdfunding opportunities, just so that people understand, investors understand what are your risks. Particularly, they're slightly different when engaging with early stage startups, because you might get, the startups might just implode, because I had a startup cost me $500,000 because founder A sued founder B over a $12 domain name. That was definitely not on anyone's risk name. But George can tell you some other instances of what should otherwise not be risky business. All of a sudden is like, you know what? I'm going to drink this 5th of vodka and go drive. It's that risky. And it's like, how do you even anticipate these black swans of risk for your early stage startup investing? We're going to have to put a pin on this, because I don't want to.
There's some good educational content potential there, right? So people understand that stuff.
For the moment, I'm going to send you to Brian Belay over at crowdwise.org, who looks at startups from a investor perspective, because I don't want to give you any investor advice, because I am not an investor advisor. But there's a different way you want to look at startups, because again, they are super risky, but that's what you're investing in. You're investing in the risk. You're not investing in the safety. If you want to invest in the safety, get a blue chip stock and see what it does in 20 years. If you want to have a hockey stick moment, well, then you got to accept the risk, because with great risk comes great rewards. I feel like someone famous said that, but also with great risk comes the potential for absolutely getting divorced, losing your loved ones, ending up on the street, holding XRP, screaming out, why? So that's it for the moment. I gotta go. I got a meeting in a moment. George has to go do something with his kids. George, I'm gonna give you a kudos. You made it through this part of the Rona. You still have all your kids. You're my champion, man. You're my champion.
They all made it. I made it, and we didn't even pick up any new ones.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. So we'll talk about those risks on another show. Till then, see you later. Peace out.